So this is just a simple video to show you how you can use the Wi-Fi on the Panasonic cameras to upload pictures directly to Google Drive without having to use your smartphone to control the camera whilst you're doing that. So this is handy if you want to just plug it in and have stuff upload overnight whilst you're doing other things. You don't want to be too bothered with uploading everything manually. So this is a TZ-60 camera, not the latest, but still has the right features. And it's got this Wi-Fi button on the back that if you press that and hold it, it will turn the camera on. And this is the normal mode for connecting your camera to your phone. And that allows you to use the phone as a remote control. You can get live view of what you're taking pictures of, so you can take pictures of yourself and things like that. That's not what we want here. So we cancel that and go back into the Wi-Fi menu by pressing Wi-Fi again. This menu allows you to set up the Wi-Fi and check what's going on with it as well. So if you go into Wi-Fi setup, there are two parts to the what we're trying to set up here, and the menu also allows you to set other things as well, password for the Wi-Fi, check the MAC address, etc. So the first thing we need to do is set up the connection to Lumix Club. That's the website operated by Panasonic that allows you to transfer between the camera and other services. So first one is the one that you want. I've actually got an account set up in here, so I won't go into that. You can delete the account here. So I don't want to delete that. If you check the terms of use, actually it connects to the website. So this is connecting to my router, which is already set up. It does take a little while, but I'll show you this just so you can see how it behaves when it's working properly. It takes a bit of messing about to get it working if you don't know the right sequence to go through things. So, typical terms of use, quite long, and it's quite slow to read it all. So, as I said, the first thing that you need to do is set up an account, and when you do that, it will connect to the server, generate an ID for the camera, and ask you to put in a password on the camera. And then when you've done that, you can use that same password to log into the website. And then what you want to do is set Smart Transfer using this menu. So at the moment it's turned on. Turn it on and off. You can transfer immediately. You can set the destination that it goes to. So you can also set this up to transfer using your local network to a shared storage location on your PC, or you can transfer it to an AV device, although I don't have anything to connect there. So I'm using the Cloud Sync service, and it tells you here that Cloud folder stores pictures for up to 30 days and up to 1,000 pictures. Actually, as soon as they're transferred to somewhere else, they get deleted. But that's not a problem, because what you want with the cloud service is to transfer them from the camera to some other service that you're paying for, or Google Drive or something like that, where you've got a reasonable amount of storage that you can fill up. And then it will ask you to connect to the Wi-Fi and let you set everything up. So before we go through that, I saw somebody reported that the quality of the pictures they were getting wasn't very good. You can set the size to change, which resizes them to smaller, which is obviously faster, or original size. And original size is probably the sensible thing, then you can mess about with them later. You can have it delete the location data, because this camera has a GPS on board, so all the pictures that you take by default are tagged with a GPS location. You can set it so that any pictures that you upload automatically, their location is deleted, so that there's no risk of you sharing that location. And depending on what you're doing, that may be a sensible thing, or it might not be something you're too worried about. So I want to keep the location data, because I upload my pictures to Google and then I share them onwards from there. And when I do that, the location gets deleted. And cloud limit just means that when the cloud storage is full, it'll stop rather than overwriting pictures. So you probably want that on. So it all looks very straightforward. The problem is, if you set that up using the sequence that I've shown you, it doesn't actually work, and it won't connect to the service the first time you try to do it. So I spent some time messing about with that, and then eventually I worked out that the way to do it is not through that menu, but to go into the main menu, so pressing the little button in the centre of the navigator with the phone on, so the camera on, and go into the Wi-Fi here, which looks the same, but it behaves differently. So this is typical of a software bug. Depending which way you go into a menu, it either works or it doesn't work, and once it's worked one time, it carries on working either way. So you can go into Wi-Fi setting here, set up smart transfer, turn it on, set the destination is the important thing, cloud sync service. It'll allow you to connect to a Wi-Fi network at this point, and again, that's a slightly, yes, change access point. No, I don't want to change it. I'll stick with what I've got at the moment, because it's a bit painful typing in passwords on this little phone style text input, old style phone, where you have to keep pressing the numbers. And again, it takes a while, and then it's done. So all you have to do, if auto transfer is set, is plug it in to charge. When you do that, it should detect that it's plugged in and do the upload. And I can't actually reach a cable from here. If I go back into the Wi-Fi menu, hold the Wi-Fi button, cancel that, connection history shows when it's automatically updated. If you select the history, then it tries to do it again. It's another slightly unintuitive thing about the user interface. And it's rather slow every time it tries to connect to the network. Actually, that network isn't the one here, so it won't work. Connection history is kind of a shortcut to do something that I've done again. So cloud sync service with the right network, should connect, should upload, I think. So this is the status report. and it allows you to change the settings. So it's all a little bit confusing the way that it works, but you can use that history menu to check that what you wanted to happen has happened. And you can also set here connections that you want to use again in favorites. So the setting process is slightly convoluted. You have to set it up using the main menu, not the Wi-Fi menu, first to enter the Wi-Fi login details and connect to it. So I can show you what that looks like. If I set a destination and try to change the Wi-Fi, so if I log into somebody else's Wi-Fi, then this is the menu that it shows you for entering the password. I don't know the password, so I can't log into that one. Priority allows you to tell it whether to charge first or to transfer the photos first. I've set it to... I did set it. Yes. Start charging after the images are transferred. So you plug it in and it does the transfer, which gives you the opportunity to do something with the pictures, and then it carries on charging. You can set it the other way around if you're more concerned about getting the camera charged up quickly. A new connection. Again, the menus have got a lot of data that might be a bit confusing. So remote shooting and view is to connect to your smartphone with the app running on there. You can play back onto some TVs. It might only be Panasonic TVs. I know the 3D effect only works with their TV. You can upload images automatically as you take them, and you can upload images that are already stored. So I found that using this send images stored in the camera was a good way to start trying to check that things were working when everything was behaving a bit strangely because I'd gone into the menu the wrong way. And connection history just tells you whether things that you thought had happened had actually happened. So I hope that's useful. You can rely on that working as long as the cloud service stays up, and who knows how long that will carry on working for.